So recently I've been trying to look for a new case to build because I just rebuild my computer over and over and this one's just not good enough.
That's not good enough!
And this one done before, not good enough.
That's not good enough!
Boring.
That's not good enough!
And done that too many times.
That's not good enough!
Too tubular.
That's not good enough!
Too normal, just
That's
there's
not
nothing
good
good to
enough.
build. Wait, what's this? Ooh. No case at all, just
That's good enough!
that's good enough. Let's do it. Alright. Comes in a brown box and 1 page of instructions. They're good enough. Comes completely disassembled, so you must be ready for a little bit of time to put it all together. All the sticks are labeled with numbers, which is good. All the screws are in a little white box and all labeled in Chinese and English. So the first part of the frame connects with these screws you screw into the middle of the frame. I recommend a flathead to do this part because it'd be hard to do with your thumb. Then you push in a Allen screw, connect it, and then use the included wrench or your own screwdriver to drive it home. Yeah, you just have to do for ATX all 1 through 2. And there's a spacer for micro ATX where you would put the bar down lower. You want to make sure all your motherboard hole pins line up. Putting the handle on, you screw it into these little things that fit right there. They're kind of tricky, but once you just get the screw to line up, it actually works just fine. And so now the second part, the base, has these L brackets which kind of go in only one way, but once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. And they screw down with one of these Allen little screws. I really prefer to have a driver for this, so it would take forever with a little wrench, but basically you just make it into an L shape and then a square. By connecting all this, everything just matches up. And when you screw it down, since this is the base, it's a good idea to give it a nice extra tightening with the included Allen key, which is great that they have that. Basically, yeah, there you go. There's the base, and you see the little 2 L brackets sticking up. Now we just put the top part on, slides right in, and definitely want to give that a little extra screwing to make it more rigid and keep it not floppy. And just make sure that that part particularly is very tight. And once again, we now move on to putting the motherboard tray screws in. Interestingly, instead of 9, they gave me 8. I double checked. Don't know why. There is 9 holes for ATX. So 8 it is. That's fine. They screw right in. It's really handy to have a socket for that. Now I'm going to put on the power button. You just wire it through the hole. And then you just, sorry, my autofocus footage is kind of mediocre, but you just spin the nut on and slide it through the slot there and screw it in, and there you go. There's the power button. And here's the foot. One of the feet you just also put into one of those strange little nuts, and you screw it in really good and nice and tight. Make sure that that foot doesn't wiggle. The GPU bracket's kind of janky. It has this little rubber suction cup, quote unquote. Anyways, it works all right though. It does work. You make sure it's screwed in nice and tight, and it will, in fact, push up the gravity on a heavy graphics card, which is great they included it. I built one of these before, which did not have that, which is nice. So these are the little power supply brackets. Very straightforward. You just screw it in and match the screws in the back. And it attaches with 3 ways, and I had no issues mounting the power supply, a little SFXL ROG Loki. Putting my motherboard in, I had to kind of adjust the tension a little bit to make the screws line up a little better with the standoffs, but once I did that, I was able to screw it in just fine, no issues, besides not having 9 screws. And now I prefer to kind of clean up my dusty motherboard with some goop. I like to slap it around real good. It's a clean goop designed for car detailing, but works just great on electronics. It doesn't leave behind any residue from what I could tell, and it makes your motherboard smell like strawberry. And it's kind of gross, but it works good, and when you're done, just put it back in that jar and make sure that goop doesn't dry out.
Wow.
And yeah, it works good. Just connecting the 8-pin connections over there. We're going to install a Phantom Spirit 120 Evo, the latest cooler from Thermalright. Here's the back plate. I love that it has a sticker to just slap it right on the back without having worried about falling. I have a Thermalright contact frame for LGA 1700. This motherboard's an i9-13900KS, and I believe this will cool just fine. It'll probably get pretty hot if you make the CPU do certain things, but I've learned how to manage it now. The installation for the Thermalright is the same. They didn't make the little thumb screws black instead of blue. Put some Noctua on there for thermal paste and slap on top the good old Thermalright Phantom. It's great build quality, cools amazingly. There's just really not much else to say. The fans went on really nice. I just, basically clip this on, but I probably installed a dozen of these now, so I kind of have a practice. But I have the airflow going backwards because it's open frame. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care if the hot air blows over the RAM. I'm not doing anything special with that. Shot of connecting the wires and the RGB lights. These fans do have a little bit of RGB, but it's not too overdone. Here's the power button connection on the motherboard header. Nice and simple. That's, there's not much else now. Slap in a video card, and this is a big chunker. And instead of the blue thumb screws, I opted to use just regular screws because I just wanted to actually screw them in with the screwdriver. The thumb screws just were harder to use, and then I'm leaving the base loose and then kind of tightening it up at the end there after I put the card in, and that works pretty well. Then I adjust the retention bracket and it works good. Then just do some final tightening of everything. And yes, to cover up the sharp edges, you can put some plastic caps on, which is a great idea. It looks nice. And there we go. Everything's pretty much put together. Just got to put on the good old 600 watt pin ATX connection there. And do some wire cleanup, which is, you're going to have wires showing. I mean, it's an open frame. One of the things about open frames I like is just the ability to just plug in whatever you want and testing. It is like a test bench. So here it is up and running. It didn't have any problems. Booted up just fine. And the stand is holding the graphics card, no sag at all. It's nice to have access to all those I/O ports all the time. And that's it. Have a good one. Bye.